And now it's time for Development Debates. We dig deeper into some of the questions shaping the future and present of China. Today we discuss if the new Yuan company policy can help businesses grow. In March, a policy in China was made to encourage more small and medium-sized enterprises to enter the market. The new policy cancels many thresholds for applicants to register for a formal company. Anyone can register a company at the National Commercial and Industrial Departments. And the registered capital can be as low as 1 Chinese yuan, or around 16 US cents. Previously, the minimum registered capital for a limited liability company was 30,000 yuan, around $4,800. That for a one-person limited liability company and a joint stock company is $16,000 and $800,000 respectively. The minimum is often too high for many young and poor entrepreneurs. According to the Global Times, statistics show that due to the country's strict laws, China has only 12 enterprises for every 1,000 Chinese people, compared with 50 in both Japan and South Korea. There are 30 for most emerging markets. The central government hopes to use the new registration measure to encourage more potential entrepreneurs. But the article fails to mention that this just counts as taxable companies in the formal economy. China's informal economy is massive, as the e-commerce giant Taobao does not tax its 7 million stores. An article on Yichun Daily written by a lawyer named Guo Wenjing does not think that the new policy can ease the growth of small and medium-sized enterprises. Last year, the World Bank released a report ranking the ease of doing business in different countries. In this report, China ranks number 96 among 189 economic entities. Guo says the business environment is still backwards in China. Her argument is positing that this is the fault of the excessive bureaucracy. Guo says the new policy allows a variety of people to become owners of official companies. She says this will include many owners of shell companies that will abuse the official system. The central government promises to strictly administer this after allowing more Yuan registered companies. Guo worries about the strict administration from the Chinese government. She says in the traditional Chinese system, there are two ways to manage commercial entities. One is with the license and the other is with inspections. For those with licenses, Guo thinks that poor entrepreneurs will need to spend a lot of money to get the license. For those with inspections, Guo mentions that many staff members from the government ask for bribes and favors in order to pass the inspection. She worries that strict inspection might lead to more corruption and illegal activity. Tang Jun, the former president of Microsoft China, praises the new policy. But he also considers China's business environment to be too constrained for small and medium-sized enterprises. In countries that have sound business environments, such as the United States, Canada, Singapore, and many European countries, the infrastructure and financial environments are well established. Tang says they have favorable conditions for registering companies. Tang says that China's new policy that allows companies to register for just 1 yuan is meaningful for many young businessmen. This puts their business startup costs at a super low price. Tang used to work in the United States for years. He thinks the most attractive policy in America for entrepreneurs is not their favorable conditions for registration, but their taxes. Tang says that most states do not levy any taxes for starting up businesses until they start turning a profit. On the contrary, the Chinese government asks all registered companies to hand in taxes. Even without an income tax, there are also many other taxes for business organizations. There's the value-added tax and other additional taxes depending on the business. Tang says that heavy taxes put a lot of pressure on small and medium-sized enterprises. According to a report from the Chinese Academy of Social Sciences, nearly 90% of national tax revenue comes from commercial enterprises. Tang thinks that as the country has not eased the tax burden on enterprises, many companies are even trying a variety of illegal methods to avoid taxes. As a result, Tang suggests taxing more small and medium-sized enterprises. The biggest issue here isn't one addressed by either of our debaters. There's a huge informal economy in China. This informal economy includes billions, possibly even trillions in two major industries. One is the untaxed e-commerce market, which is super friendly for small businesses. The other is the untaxed and undocumented shadow banking industry.